What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity. And today we are reacting to the $95 billion plan to move Malaysia forward. This video was requested to us by No You. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. I believe this is your first suggestion. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, I'm sorry.
It's the first suggestion you've done that we've reacted to.
Yeah, and you said, hi guys, here's a video suggests the 12th Malaysia Plan. It's a 5-year plan that is set for Malaysian development. Cheers. So thank you guys. Before we hop into this video, if you would go ahead and give us a thumbs up, it truly helps us out in getting these out to more people. Also, if you would go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, that way you guys can stay informed on our future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more and get an exclusive YouTube short shout out, click the join button down below. Also, we need more video suggestions, so the link in the description to our Discord, click on that and you can throw your video suggestions for us to react to in there.
I don't think you said that right. I think you said link to the description.
The link to the Discord is down in the description.
Yeah,
I said that.
Malaysia is planning its biggest chapter ever, a plan that would bring forth a new journey of development. Yes, this is the 12th Malaysia Plan, and it is a 5-year plan that is set to move the nation forward towards a more prosperous future. The agenda moving Malaysia forward is worth over $95 billion, which will be spent over 5 years.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. I'm trying to picture how much do we spend on our most recent bill that we just passed was like $2 trillion.
Oh, damn.
So 95 seems much better.
And these plans will set the country to become a developed nation by the end of the targeted period, while achieving and maintaining the country's gross domestic product or GDP growth between 4.5 to 5.5%. The eradication of hardcore poverty, improvement of labor productivity, and minimalization of the income gap by raising average household income to over 10,000 Malaysian ringgit.
Real quick, do you think there's a way to eradicate poverty as a whole?
No. There's always going to be the lowest class, low class, and I'm not saying that as a diss. It's just
as a description.
Country, yeah, I mean, even in the most freest country, there's poverty.
Right.
You know,
and there's people that choose to live in poverty.
Right.
Like some people do not have any care for money or items or things.
Well, it's like my hometown of Mississippi, the majority of people that lived in my my area technically lived in poverty.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm just like, I understand trying to minimize it, but to assume that you're going to eradicate something like that.
Well, but he did say extreme poverty or something like that.
Improvement of labor productivity, minimalization of income gap, which I wish this would happen to a lot of countries, and mainly ours. So, because we obviously have the largest income gap because we have the wealthiest. Like we got Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, which probably have about half, if not more than $500 billion between the two of them, which is insane.
Since it will achieve a prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable Malaysia that aligns with the Shared Prosperity Vision 2030, a plan that results in fair economic distribution across all social divisions. To understand it better, let's take a brief dive into understanding each of the themes mentioned. Starting with Theme 1, the focus is on restoring the growth of prime economic sectors. Malaysia is planning on becoming a high-income nation propelled by advanced technology. Rejuvenation of the following economic sectors and catalyzing the development of these 8 industries will demand the most effort. With successful implementation, Malaysia will strengthen its position in the global supply chain, making it a strong player. Influenced by Theme 1, Malaysia will bring its economy back on track, assisted by advances under the next theme. As you might already know, players in the defense, security, and crime prevention sectors are equally as important in a nation as economic progress.
And we just learned that you guys are getting new warships.
Yep.
12 to be exact.
But
The improvement-
hold on. So did they just say that? Here, let's see here.
Advances under the next theme. As you might already know, players in the defense, security, and crime prevention sectors are equally as important in a nation as economic progress. The improvement of
Okay.
healthcare service delivery.
Because I was trying to understand if they were wanting to start developing their own stuff because those ships were coming from France.
Right.
So I was curious if that
Well,
was
no,
like.
they said that the ships were based off of that, like they were being built from that design.
I think it's okay. I mean,
At least that's what I got out of the video.
I thought they were being built in France
Oh,
by a manufacturer in France because it's not like that's something that somebody can just start, manufacturing.
Right.
It's like a huge undertaking. But yeah, let us know. Were those ships being built in Malaysia or are they being built in another country? Let us know
yeah.
because that brings a
Delivery.
lot of money to a nation.
And promotion of an active lifestyle will bring forth a new generation of citizens by creating a more comprehensive sports ecosystem. And finally, under this theme, the development of Sabah and Sarawak will be accelerated for the well-being of the people. Navigating our
Dope.
way to the last theme, which is theme 3, it establishes itself on the sustainability front, focusing mostly on the growth of green investments. Under this theme, the development of energy sustainability and transformation of the water sector will be given priority in order for Malaysia to shift and address the issues of climate change and adopt a circular economy. Furthermore, to support the achievement of the targets set under these 3 themes, the government has put forth 4 catalytic policy enablers. These enablers will form the building blocks of Malaysia's development for years to come. The development of future talent is the first among the 4 catalytic policies. These are a given, as highly skilled individuals are essential in achieving the targets set by this plan.
Facts.
Since the entrance of the world's pandemic, it has led to an increase in unemployment around the country, which, combined with earlier issues such as inefficient labor market and limited access to quality education, proved to be an obstacle in any form of development. To better the situation, the government had introduced plans on improving technical and vocational education and training. And most importantly, in this sector, the implementation of emerging technologies such as augmented reality and virtual reality is expected to create an improved labor market that gives flexibility and power to the workforce. The second policy enabler is a slight extensive of the points mentioned, which is accelerating technology adoption and innovation. This enabler was put in place to address the issue of insufficient digital infrastructure and widening digital divide. This enabler will maximize the potential of the digital economy and attract foreign investments.
I feel like Elon Musk has this covered for everybody.
And that's not even like a brag. Like Elon's
Like
setting up.
legit.
Like he's trying to make it worldwide.
Yeah, like no matter where you are, you have access. And with the news or the whether it's fake or not, they're talking about the Tesla Pi Model Pi. It's a phone. It's dope.
Yeah.
But it's going to be running off of Starlink, which is literally again
The entire world.
it's supposed to cover the entire world.
How many
because,
satellites does he shoot up every day?
every day? Not. I mean, I think he averages somewhere like 100 a day or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
And he's shooting them like to surround the globe. That way
Yeah.
everybody will have
so I don't know.
Wi-Fi and signal and things
And
like
it's supposed to be faster than 5G. It's supposed to be faster than plug-in like Ethernet. But obviously, I think Ethernet has more of a growth opportunity because of it's a hard wire, all that kind of stuff.
that. Right.
But I don't know if it's going to be worth a country to focus on it because realistically, I mean, to be fair, 5G was developed in South Korea.
Yeah.
So it is developed, but it's usually private entities that develop that stuff. So
The policy enabler is also reported to ensure that populated areas are fitted with 4G coverages, which will improve technical accessibility. This implementation will enable digital connectivity to be seamless,
is
but to ensure
4G?
that the internet is within reach. Infrastructure
4G was what we had before 5G.
well, we have 4G LTE.
Yeah.
I've just never heard it just 4G
I have.
because AT&T had 4G.
See, Verizon calls it 4G and 3G and
They don't have the
5G.
LTE at the end.
It does when you're actually looking at the phone. It'll say it,
Oh.
but they typically don't advertise
Like
it
5G
that.
doesn't have an LTE or any of that stuff. Which, to be perfectly honest, I don't know what the LTE stands for. I'm sure it has something to do with the way the wavelengths work and all that kind of stuff. Because I know 5G, they're working on nano waves or whatever the heck they call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Structure must also be taken into account. Thankfully, this is also under the third policy. To match the connectivity, they will improve the infrastructures surrounding the digital world. These so-called infrastructures are the transport and logistics, and these will ensure reliable emphasis to be placed on first and last mile connectivity. Within the framework, the integration of rail and road networks between airports, industrial areas, and cities will support last-mile connectivity. Along with this, the notable game changer to know will be the transformation of the logistic ecosystem, as it will increase unprecedented efficiency. All these measures are expected to contribute to the socio-economic growth of the country. Continuing further, let us see what the fourth and last policy enabler is about.
Let's see.
The fourth policy enabler mainly serves as a supporter for all the previously mentioned themes and policy enablers. This enabler will focus on improving the public service delivery sector. This will delineate the roles of the members of the administration. Consequently, improving the mechanism of selection for key leaders will be given priority. To cover it all, this enabler will ensure that 80% of online federal government services will be available by the year 2025. And in conclusion, all of what was expressed has covered almost everything that is to know about the 12 MP plan in brief. It's been
So having all the government services online is obviously a very smart idea, because most of the government websites were so heavily used during the beginning of the pandemic, during lockdown, because everybody was checking their unemployment or checking this or checking that.
oh yeah, it was shutting down.
You
left and
couldn't
right.
go into a courtroom. Everything was held over Zoom, and so I mean, everything with the government needs to be held online as a backup at least.
Yeah.
been a lot, hasn't it? The Malaysia Plan has a lot of objectives, too much for a person like you and me to keep track of. If you wish to recollect the top game changers, here's a list that you can save for yourself, and it will help you revisit everything mentioned. Anyway, what do you think about the 12th Malaysia Plan?
I think it's a good idea.
I think some of it's good. I think some of it's lofty, I guess, and some of it is very attainable. But but I think lofty is good, because if you fall short, you're still ahead of where you were.
Yeah.
Like, so in car sales, so I sell cars. He's sold cars before. In car sales, you never want to set a goal that you're going to hit easily. So if you sell 15 cars pretty easily a month, you don't want to set at 15 or lower. You want to set for like 20 or 25. Hitting 80% of your goal is a great goal.
Right.
So that's the way I see it. Like, some of it's lofty, some of it's unnecessary, some of it might be even better than planned, you know. And then they start going into this research. A lot of this technology trickles down. I mean, a lot of our technology we use today is from NASA.
Right.
Or it's from some government design that wound up, like, I think the microwave was designed during World War II, if I'm not mistaken. And it was supposed to do something completely different. Wound up being a perfect place to live in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, so there's always benefits, pros and cons, of course, because nobody wants to spend $95 billion, you know. So,
Right.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, sir.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see our future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you want to support us directly, hit the join button. And with that being said,
My name's Miles.
my name's Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.